What's good, YouTube? It's your boy King Leo, and I'm back. It's been a while. It's been 2 months. Just been busy. We got some life-changing events going on, but now I'm back, and I plan to stay consistent throughout the whole entire NFL season. So we're getting back into this Trey Hendrickson player evaluation breakdown. This is going to be the third game that I've watched. I honestly watched this game 2 months ago, right after I put out my second video. So I have to kind of reevaluate the plays I took from it, and see what we got going on. I didn't take too many plays. It looks like I only have a minute and 9 seconds of footage, but let's get into it. Third game. This is against the Raiders. They're on the road, and he's right here at his right defensive end spot here. Let's get into this first play. See that he's standing up, and they have a jet sweep come out, and that's a great job setting that edge here. That's what your edge defenders are supposed to be for. If it's a 3-4 outside linebacker, 4-3, or whoever's in that containment role, he did his job on this play. And you see they also put two guys here. They have, I believe that's Zay Jones, if I'm not mistaken, and Darren Waller, the tight end. And they run this jet sweep, and look how quickly he reacts to the action of this play going this way. He's not worried about getting up the field. He sees this receiver taking an outside release, and Darren Waller is beginning to pull. So he instantly shuffles to keep the leverage here on Darren Waller to stay outside of him to force that inside containment. Now, really, he doesn't have to make this tackle. As long as he makes Hunter Renfrow break inside and not be able to go all the way through here around, then he did his job. But he went above and beyond and first he set the edge, shedded the block of Darren Waller, and then finished it making the tackle. Darren Waller isn't the best blocking tight end. That's what he's known for. He's an elite receiving tight end. And that's just Trey Hendrickson making the play, doing what he's supposed to. Good job in the run. We'll watch it one more time in full speed. Them Raiders should be dangerous this coming season. We'll see what they do with Devontae Adams being added to the lineup. All right, next play. Again, at the right defensive end position here. He has the back to his side. Let's see if we get a pass play. That was a great jump off the line. Oh, wow. So let's go back and see. Okay. Again, we seen this in the first two games. Let me pull my notes up really quick. We seen this in the first two games. He has very good get off, jumping off the line of scrimmage. It's almost uncoachable. It's an uncoachable trait. But what happened here, it looks like Colton Miller kind of got confused in the protection, it kind of looks like, because he takes his step inside, because I believe the linebacker was supposed to pick up the linebacker if he blitzed. That's what their left tackle is supposed to do. If the linebacker comes here, Colton Miller is responsible, because the linebacker is coming inside. You always pick the inside guy up, and then the back would pick up the end. But he was really just in man-to-man here with the running back. So I think Colton Miller took that step inside and realized he wasn't coming. And then Trey Hendrickson has too good of an acceleration to be able to get back and make that play. But he does get in an okay position here to maybe make the play. Also, if Derek Carr steps up and moves. But Trey Hendrickson uses a good club to knock down that outside arm and then rips through it. Kind of gets through a little slight holding and then finishes off, forcing a fumble. It's a great pass rush and play. Let's see, next play here. Okay. So, on this play, and also, one thing I want to note is his matchup, Colton Miller. He was a former first-round pick, and he's a really, really, really big guy. He's 6'8", 325, and there's not too many guys in the league that are bigger than him, if any. Trey Hendrickson is about 6'4", 270, 265. So physical imposing advantage goes to Colton Miller, and you're going to begin to see it in this film session. Like on this play, Trey Hendrickson didn't, again, great jump off the line of scrimmage. He gets off the line so well. But what we see here is Trey Hendrickson doesn't really have a plan, but he attempts to do a bull rush. Now, I told you guys how big Colton Miller is, and now you see his size compared with his strength. Trey Hendrickson that bull rush does nothing. Nothing at all. We get to the next play here. Colton Miller holds his ground again. Let's see exactly what happened here. Oh, okay. So this is technical work from a left tackle. So already Colton Miller has longer arms than Trey Hendrickson. And Trey Hendrickson actually has really, really small arms. I don't know if I hit on that in the other two videos 2 months ago. But Trey Hendrickson's arm length measures in the 5th percentile of defensive ends, which is the bottom 5%. Colton Miller has decent sized arms. And you see this. Watch this little jab that Colton Miller throws at Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson swipes with both arms, and he's swiping at nothing. So then he gets completely off balance. Colton Miller has him, just controls him, pushes him around the edge. That's what we've seen on that play. It was the more technical and mental aspect of this matchup we have going on here. Next play, standing up again. And he gets... I know it sounds like I'm a broken record right now, but he jumps off the ball so well. It is insane. He's one of the best guys in the league at doing that. Even though he's not handing the dirt right here, I'm going to frame by frame back. Colton Miller actually did a really good job on this play too. But you see his twitch almost before anybody else's. Ball is snapped. Trey Hendrickson is one of the only ones on the field moving. But here again, we see that he cannot overpower Colton Miller. Colton Miller is a big, strong man. So Trey Hendrickson, he has a bull rush move that we've seen in previous games. But when when you're playing a backup left tackle compared to a first round pick left tackle and Colton Miller, and I don't think that Colton Miller gets the recognition that he deserves, especially right now. And I haven't watched too many of his games, so I'm not going to do a full analysis or talk like, oh, he should be a Pro Bowler, he should be an All-Pro. But in this game, phenomenal. He had that one sack that he gave up, but other than that, he showed why he was a first-round pick a couple of years ago in the draft, and the Raiders have a really good left tackle. Like we see, Colton Miller athletically does such a good job getting outside here, and if he is square with Trey Hendrickson cannot do nothing. So for looking at it in Trey Hendrickson's aspect, we would like to see more strength there, but also more of like a awareness that we cannot beat Colton Miller with power. We have to win with speed and technical ability with the hands, but with his hands, the arm length he has kind of negates that. So it's really, he needs to win off of a speed advantage. And a double team does come, but you see Colton Miller is handling that bull rush all day. I think this is the last play here. There's a little better handwork, but again, Colton Miller really showcased in this game. Trey Hendrickson, he gets a good swipe down, but Colton Miller keeps his feet moving. It's just that swipe and rip. And he got a sack off that earlier. That same pass rush move, he has a sack. But right here, what we like to see from a defensive end or any edge rusher is after this club knocking that outside arm down, he needs to get a lower center of gravity and get more bend so that tackle has a less target, less striking area to get his hands on his chest. But you see, he gets this swipe, but he's not low enough to really get underneath this outside arm of Colton Miller and then rip through. If he gets lower, he draws a holding penalty, hands to the face. If not, gets around him and gets another sack. But he doesn't get low and get a good center of gravity in an athletic position. And that kind of hurts him on this play to where he can't get around the edge. I got one more play, it looks like. Okay. And it's the same thing we've seen. So I only got a couple of plays. I wish I could have got more plays from this game. I guess this is what I seen at the time I watched it and things I wanted to hit on. It's just, in this game, we seen play strength be a huge factor versus a big offensive lineman like Colton Miller. Is that Trey Hendrickson's play strength and just physical strength overall is not, you know, very good against a great big offensive lineman. So he's kind of adequate in that attribute. Because we see it again, he gets really wide. He gets super wide here, and then he doesn't get that much leverage, and we see that he cannot overpower Colton Miller, especially when Colton Miller is getting his hands on him first. But that's the end of this video. I apologize for it being 2 months to get this next game out, but we're gonna get back on track. Like I said, I had a lot of life-changing events going on these last couple months, and I'm excited to see the next game we see at Trey Hendrickson. Also, I'm gonna be posting a fantasy football mock draft for my fantasy football people out there. I'm gonna be doing all kinds of football content that you could think of. You guys just gotta comment, DM me what you want to see, and I'm gonna post it. I love the game of football. I'm attached to it ever since I was a little kid, so we're gonna start doing that. We're gonna be consistent with it. But thank you guys for watching the video. If you made it this far, make sure you like, comment what you want to see, subscribe.